In previous video we learned about the sign of the trigonometric ratios, and now in this video lesson we are going to learn how the value changes here in different angle. All right, let's say this is our coordinate axis again. All right, this is our y-axis and this is my x-axis. All right, x-axis, y-axis, negative x-axis, positive y-axis. All right, everybody know this represents 0-degree line, this represents 90-degree line, this represents 180-degree line, and this represents 270-degree, and this also represents 360-degree, right? Because one cycle we complete, all right, we start from 0 and again we come to 0, then we make 360-degree. all right. Now I want to tell you something, keep it very importantly. All right, so keep it in mind. That will help you very much in further videos, all right, in further problems, to get the concept properly. In this region, in this 0, 180 or 180, 360 line, all right, that the trig ratio's value never changes. I mean the trig ratio never changes. All right, keep in mind, never changes. All right, and in this region, 90 to 70 region, the trig ratios get changed. All right, trig ratio get changed. You will be more clear when I will take example. Now you might be confusing what changes and what does not changes. All right, here get changes, always changes. All right, always changes. And here I said in this region never changes. So what never changes, I'm going to say, like if I have sine, I'm telling you what never changes. If I have sine in this region, taking the base of this, I mean based on this 0-degree, 180 or 360-degree, if I have sine, then it will be sine. All right, if it is cosine, then it will have cosine. If it is tangent, then I will get tangent that time also. Similarly, all the trig ratios, I mean if I have cosec, then it will be cosec only. All right, and if I have cotangent, then I will have cotangent only. If I have sec, then I will get sec only in this region. But here I'm saying always changes in this line. All right, so if I'm taking the reference of 90, that time every time, you know, the value are getting changed, I mean changing. So what is changing, I'm going to say that if I have in this region, if I have like sine 90 plus something that time, then that will convert to cosine. All right, and if I have cosine, then that will change to sine. And if I have tangent, then that will convert to cotangent. And if I have secant, then it will convert to cosec. All right, cosecant. So keep in mind, this changes takes place in this 90 region and in this 270 region. Here also changes. All right, keep in mind, in this entire line changes. Keep in mind that it's very important. All right, and there is no change in this 180 0 line. There is no change at all. All right, no change. And now see the magic, how I can easily find out any number. Like I need 120's values. All right, and now suppose I need sine 120 value. Now suppose I don't know the value of 120's more than 90-degree. I know the trig ratio is still 90-degree. So how can I find out the trig table above 90 with this concept? Now I can write this sine 120 as a sine 90-degree plus 30-degree. All right, so now sine 90-degree plus 30-degree. So where it is, that you need to first confirm. That is in the second quadrant, because still here it is 90-degree and 90 plus 30 means I'm going to get in second quadrant. And in second quadrant I know that sine is always positive. Recently we had learned here, right? Sine and cosine is positive in the second quadrant. It means I'm going to have a positive result. And after that, sine 90 plus 30, what I had said, in this region where you're moving based on the 90, then there is always change in value, means sine is going to convert into the cosine. All right, so now instead of writing sine 90 plus 30, I can write plus cos 30. All right, and I already told you that I know the value between 0 to 90, but I don't know more than that. and if you know the value trig ratio, trig table between 0 to 90, then you can know the trig table of any degree, any higher degree, even 700, 800, 7000, 8000. I don't care, you can easily find out with this concept. All right, now plus cos 30. So plus cos 30, everybody know that is root 3 by 2. So it means sine 120 is root 3 by 2. That's our answer. Now let's say we have cot 150, right? So cot 150. Now I don't know the value of cot 150 because I know till 0 to 90. So I can represent this cot 150 as a cot 180 minus 30 degree, or if I want, then I can represent this cot 90 plus 60. All right, in both way you can go. All right, now first we need to confirm cot 150's value is positive or negative. For that, we know the sine rule, you know, cosine and sec is positive, all positive. Sine and cosec is positive, tangent and cotangent is positive. So in the second quadrant we are, because 150 is bigger than 90 and less than 180, so in second quadrant cot is always having negative value. It means our answer should be negative. All right, negative, negative. And now see, we are on the basis of, if I'm doing by the first method, if I'm doing this cot 150 180 minus 30, then I'm on the basis of 180, and on the basis of 180, what I have told you, there is no change. Whenever you're taking basis of 180, you know what I said, there is no change at all. If I have cot, I'll get cot there also, I'll get cot. All right, so here this cot 180 minus 30, that's I'm gonna get cot 30 degree only. All right, and if I'm doing by this method 90 plus 60, then I said in 90 region, you know, in 90 region always there is change. All right, there is always change, and cot get changed into the tan, and tan get changed into the cot. So I have now cot, it will change into the tan. All right, so this cos 90 plus 60, I can write tan 60, and now you can put both values will be equal, because there is both we are doing right. All right, now cot 30 degree, what is that? See, tan 30 degree is 1 over root 3, so cot 30 degree will be just reciprocal of this, that is root 3, because we know the table between 0 to 90, so it is root 3 but having negative value. And now tan 60, everybody know that is root 3 and having negative value. So in both way we got same result. So whatever you do, whether you do 180 minus 30 or 90 plus 60, in both way you will get the same result. And this is how we used to find out the value of anything, you know. Like now I need to find out, suppose what is the value of sine 300. Okay, so to find out the value of sine 300, I have again many methods, but 300, since it is 300, so I can go on the basis of this 360 or on the basis of this 270. So I can write this sine as a 270 plus 30 degree. All right, or I can do sine 300 sine 360 minus 60. Both are okay. All right, and now we know on the basis of 270 if I'm going, then there is change, and we know that sine changes into the cosine, right? I've told you sine changes into the cosine. So sine 270 plus 30 will be cosine of 30, and then now things come whether it is negative or positive, and sine 270 plus 30 is in fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant the value of the sine is negative. All right, keep in mind that we need to take care of the, we need to take the sign of this quantity, not of this. Cos is positive, that's right, but the cos we have got after the result, you know. So we need to check whether this value, this trig ratio sine is whether positive in fourth quadrant or not. Sine 300 it is, right? So sine is whether it's going to be positive or negative, that we need to confirm, not this one. All right, or if you go by sine 360 minus 60, and in this 360 reason I told you the value never changes in 0 basis or in 360 basis or in this 180 basis, the value never changes. So if I have now sine 360 minus 60, then it will be, yes, it will be sine 60 only, but since we are in the fourth quadrant I need to put the negative sign. And now cos 30 and sine 60 both will have the same value, and what is cos 30? That's minus root 3 by 2, and sine 60, that's also root 3 by 2, and here it is negative value, so that's why negative sign. So in any ways you can find out the now the trig ratios. You can find out any angle you take, and you just apply the concept that I told you. One more, let me do it here. Sec let's say 330. Okay, sec 330. So I don't know the value of sec 330, so I can go here 360 minus, or I can go 270 plus. All right, 270 plus 60 I can do, or I can do sec 360 minus 30 degree. And now see here, I'm on the basis of 360, I'm in this line, means there is no change at all. So I will get here sec 30 degree, and now the things come whether it is going to be positive or negative. Since I'm in the fourth quadrant, and in fourth quadrant I told you CAST rule, cast rule, cos and sec is positive, it means I'm gonna get here positive value. And what is the value of sec 30? All right, that's just opposite of cos 30, right? Because cos 30 is root 3 by 2, so sec 30 will be opposite of this, that is 2 over root 3. So I'm gonna get here 2 over root 3. So this is the sec 330's value, 2 over root 3. And this is how we can find out. Later we're going to learn in the one in bigger than 360. Right, I hope you understand this. The video is going to be quite lengthier, and if there is any confusion in this video, in this explanation, then please feel free to comment below this video. I really appreciate to hear something from your side. All right, see you in the next video. Goodbye.